Try to understand the information first of all. See, gulab jamun, a famous Indian sweet, is made up of sugar and flour in the ratio of 3:5. Govind sells gulab jamun P per kg. The ratio of price of flour to the sugar is 3:7. He earns a profit of 66 2 by 3 percentage. And what will be the ratio of cost price of sugar to the selling price of gulab jamun per kg? Guys, first you should identify that what is the fraction value of 66 2 by 3 percentage. 66 2 by 3 percentage value become 2/3 of fraction. It means, see, for example, they clearly mention that it makes a profit. If cost to price is equal to 3 units, so denominator always be the cost to price. Here profit is 2 units, definitely selling price is equal to 5 units, guys. You can compare those values in this way. Otherwise, try to understand this information, guys. It's a sweet is a combination of sugar and flour in the ratio of 3:5. So here ratio is given in terms of quantity. Now what about that? They already sold at a cost of P per kg. And the ratio of price, guys, again they given as price of flora to the sugar is 3:7. Sugar to the flora is 7:3. Now what about cost price here? So here cost price is exactly equal to 21 units and cost price is exactly equal to 15 units. Now what is the cost price of, so gulab jam here? So gulab jamun cost price exactly equal to 36 units, guys. Hope you understand that. And they clearly mention that they sell at a certain price, that person gets profit of 66 2 by 3 percentage. What is the meaning of 66 2 by 3 percentage? Compare in this way. If 3 units become 36, 5 units become how much? So here see. So here exactly equal to 60 units. Now you will get selling price of gulab jamun. Now the question here, see, here how many units you already sold? 8 units, guys. Why? Because 3 plus 5 is equal to 8 units. So cost of 8 units is exactly equal to 60 rupees. Now the question here, so what is the cost price of sugar to the selling price of gulab jamun per kg? What is the cost price of sugar? Cost price of sugar exactly equal to 7 units. What about selling price of gulab jamun? 8 units is equal to 60, guys. See, 8 units is equal to 60. 8 units is equal to 60. Now what about per kg value? Per kg value is exactly equal to 60 by 18. So here you can go through the 4 table. 4 2s are 4 15s, and it's a value of 15 by 2. So here final ratio become 14:15. Hope you understand this approach, guys. Just observe carefully how I'm doing the entire calculation. Now move on to the question number 2. So question from time and work concept. See this question number 2 here. Your data says that ABC can make 80 chapatis in 4 minutes. It means every 1 minute, if all these 3 people work together, they finish 20 chapatis. First information. When they are working together, next, if A starts making chapati alone and makes 20 chapatis, A starts alone. It makes 20 chapatis. And sometime more than 3 minutes. So it takes more than 3 minutes. Let us assuming that. So A work alone is 3 plus X minutes. And they completed 20 chapatis. And leave that work. So what about the remaining work? So remaining 60 chapatis done by B and C itself. Now the question here, then the total time taken make 80 chapatis is 8 minutes. So now here total time is exactly equal to 8 minutes of that. Another question here, how much time is taken by A alone to make 265 chapatis, guys? So what is the A's efficiency? Let me tell you for this question. Out of all these options, 265 is exactly divided by 53 itself only. If you use your common sense, guys, remaining 4 options are not at all divisible 365. So directly you can choose that option. Or otherwise, if you want the procedure, guys, see, for 20 chapatis, it takes 3 plus x time. What about 60 chapatis? It takes how much of time? So definitely see, 8 minus 3 minus x means it takes how much of time means 5 minus x. Hope it's clear. Another question, see, every 1 minute means every minute it takes how much of time means for 20 chapatis, it takes how much of time? 3 plus x. Means every 1 minute it takes how many chapatis means 20 divided by 3 plus x. And what about the 60 chapatis? If 60 chapatis, here A together, here BC together. Now see here 60 chapatis takes how much of time? 5 minus 6. Now whole completed how many chapatis means per minute. If all are work together, they finish 20 chapatis. If you go through the calculation, definitely takes a time. So go with the some trial and error method. Guys, we need x value. If you replace x value, those numbers, whatever the resultant, must divisible 20 and 60 exactly. So we can say that x must be 1. Now check it out. If x is equal to 1, definitely here exactly 5 times, here exactly 15 times. Then see, right hand side value is exactly equal to left hand side value. Now you will get the x value as 1. Now identify that what is the A's efficiency now. What is the A's efficiency? For 20 chapatis, it takes 4 minutes. It means every minute they completed 5 chapatis. Now the question, for making 265 chapatis, it takes how much of time? So simply divided by 5, here the value become 53 minutes. We understand the theory. Go through that question number 3, averages. Try to understand the information here. See this question, the average age of A and B at the time of their marriage was 28 years. A plus B. Average is 28, definitely sum is equal to 56. Now the question, when their first child was born, let us assuming that after X years, child 1 is born. And the given average of all those people is exactly equal to 20. Now definitely sum become 60. At the time of child is exactly equal to 0 ages. What about A plus B? A plus B is exactly equal to 60 means each person increases exactly 2 years. Now you should understand that after 2 years of their marriage, child 1 is born. Hope it's clear calculation. How you will get X is equal to 2 years. Why? Because they are not at all mentioned that how many years after these kids are born. Now you should identify that. Next one, see. When their second child was born, average age of the family is 17.25 years. Let us assuming that. Now it is a Y years. Now here A, B, C1 and C2. Now sum become how much? 17.25 is multiplied by 4 members right now. If it is multiplied by 4 members, definitely a value becomes 69. Now see, 17 fours. 68 plus 0.25 is multiplied by 4, it become a 1, total value becomes 69. Now see, you already know that earlier sum of A plus B age is exactly equal to 60 years. Here kids C1, A, B all are increases Y years, increases Y years, increases Y years. Definitely C2 must be 0 years. Now what about these Y value here? So 3Y is exactly equal to 9 units extra, then Y is equal to 3 years. Means after 3 years guys, after 3 years child 2 is born. Now next one. Again when the third child was born, the average age of their family becomes 15.4 years. Now see, after Z years, let us assuming that after Z years, now A, B, C1, C2, C3. Now you already know that at the time of child 3, age is exactly equal to 0 years. Now they already given average is equal to 15.4. Now total number of kids are exactly equal to 5 itself only. So here its a value becomes 77. Now sum of all these ages is exactly equal to 77. Now see, and you already know that, see, here A plus B age is exactly equal to, see, here 3 years increases, 3 years increases, 3 years increases. Definitely A plus B is exactly equal to 66 years. Now C age is exactly equal to 3 years. Now see, here A increases Z years, B increases Z years, C1 increases Z years, and C2 is also increases Z years. Now if you understand the calculation guys, you have 4 Z years extra, which is exactly equal to 77 minus 69. So what is the difference here? 8. Now what about the Z value is exactly equal to 2. Now third kid is born after 2 years when second kid is born. Now the question here, what was the average age of B and A at the time of birth of their third child? So what is the total value here? 66 plus Z value is exactly equal to 2. 2% means value become 4. Now total value is 70 divided by 2 is equal to 35 years. Hope you understand this question guys. Just try to understand my approach how we will get the result. On to the question number 4. Now see this question here. Ravi and his wife Sumi appears an interview for 2 vacancies in the same post. So probability of Ravi selection is 1 by 5. So probability of Ravi is not selected means 4 by 5. Remember that 1 minus 1 by 5. In the same way, Here Ravi's wife, they mention that probability of Ravi's wife selection is exactly equal to 1 by 3. So what about the rejection is 2 by 3. Hope it's clear. Now the question here, so what is the probability that at least one of them will selected, guys? At least one of them is selected means, for example, if Ravi is selected, definitely wife is not selected. Or if Ravi is not selected, definitely wife is selected. Or at least is always represented greater than or equal to that number means either one of the person is selected or both the person is selected. So both are selected. So this is one of the approach, guys, but it takes a time to calculate it all these three cases. Try to understand this here. So we are excluding one of the case if both are not selected. Now identify that what is the probability if both are not selected. If Ravi is not selected here, probability exactly equal to 4 by 5. In the same way, their wife is also not selected. Probability is 2 by 3. So what is the total probability of not selecting both means it's a 8 by 15. Guys, here the question not selection is 8 by 15. At least one selection is exactly equal to 1 minus 8 by 15 is exactly equal to 7 by 15. Hope you understand this concept. Now see the next data here. In a vessel A, there are X liters of milk. So in a vessel A, so total number of liters, X liters of milk. And vessel B is Y liters of water. Y liters of water. 75% of milk from vessel A. We are taking 75% of milk means 3/4 of milk we are taken from vessel A. And 40% of water from vessel B. So 40% means 2 by 5th of water we are taken from vessel B. And poured into the vessel C. We are poured into the vessel C. Here the respective ratio of milk and water is exactly equal to 5 is to 2. Just go through the calculation, guys. See 3 by 4th of x divided by 2 by 5th of y is exactly equal to 5 by 2. Hope it's clear. Now just go through the calculation here. Now you understand the calculation part. So 15x is exactly divided by 8y is exactly equal to 5 by 2. Now cancel 3 times 4 times. Now you will get the ratio of x by y is equal to 4 is to 3. Now the question here. Now there is a data if 15 liters of milk mixed with the vessel C, then the total amount of mixture becomes 78 liters. Find the C. Finally, we need ratio of their values of x and v. So no need to take these two lines in the given question. That's a time waste, guys. So directly you will already get the ratio of x and y. Here answer become 4 is to 3. Guys, quantity comparison, definitely you can expect minimum 2 questions in quantity comparison, guys. So I will go through this question. Try to understand that how we are comparing both the quantities in the given information. See this information, an arithmetic progression consisting of 11 terms. If the sum of the middle terms of the progression is 270 and sum of the first 4 terms is 380. Now let me take 11 numbers here. Now read that information carefully. Sum of middle 3 terms. Sum of middle 3 terms is exactly equal to 270. Now, sum of first 4 terms is exactly equal to 380. Now, the question here. First, try to identify that what are the values in each and every position. Guys, so for this kind of question, guys, don't use the formula. Just observe. You already know that here arithmetic progression having a difference is common for between the numbers. Let us assuming that 6 is equal to a. So what about the previous number? It's a minus d and a plus d. Guys, sum of these two values exactly equal to how much? It's a 3a. 3a is equal to 270. Now you will get a value. A value is equal to 90. You will get one of the value. Hope it's clear. Now definitely this is the value of a minus 2d, a minus 3d, a minus 4d, a minus 5d, and you already know that some value is 318. So just check this calculation here. So we have 4 a's minus 5 4 3 2 9 9 plus 3 12 14. Guys, it's a 14d. Some value become 318 and you already know the a value, right? So 9 fours are 360 minus of 318 is exactly equal to 14d. So it's a difference of 42 is exactly equal to 14d. Now you will get the difference value become. Now you know the a value and you know the d value. What about the next value? See, it's a plus 2d, a plus 3d, a plus 4d, a plus 5d. Just take those values in this way, then you can easily identify all these quantities. Now go through this quantities here. Quantity number 1. Find the 10th term in the progression. What is the 10th term here? A plus 4D, right? And you already know that A value is 90. 4D is equal to 4 3 is 12. Now value become 1 or 2. You will get one of the quantity. Take the second one. Find the sum of first and second term in the progression. Sum of first and second term is exactly equal to 2A minus 9D. You already know that 2 into 9 minus 9 into 3. So it's a value of 180 minus 27. So it's a value of 153 units. So if you go through this comparison, definitely quantity 1 is always less than the quantity 2. So 1 is less than 2. So you can choose your option is C. Hope it's clear. Now one more question from quantity comparison. Just read this information. A boat can travel a distance of 80 kilometers in downstream. First data related for downstream. Guys, downstream means along the stream. It's a U plus V value. And 60 kilometers upstream again is the stream u minus v is exactly equal to, so it takes how much of upstream, so it's a value of 80 kilometers downstream and 60 kilometers upstream. It takes how much of time? According to the data, it takes 9 hours. Now while the same boat can travel a distance of 96 kilometers upstream, so 96 kilometers upstream and 120 kilometers up downstream, it takes 14 hours. Now identify that what is u plus v value and u minus v value, then you can able to identify the quantities in the given question. Guys, here you can frame a equations, otherwise observe that common multiple of 80 and 120 is 240, multiply with the 3 times and multiply with the 2 times. Now you will get these new values. So here's a 240. It's a 180. It's a value of how much here? It's a 27. Now same way here, it's a 240 and 96 is multiplied by 2 times 192 and it's a value of 28. Now try to understand that what is the difference. See, speed is equal to distance at distance by time, right? Now we know the value of speeds and we know the distance and we know the time. Try to identify the value. See how much of speed here? U minus v. So how much of distance C? It takes 1 hour to cover how many kilometers? 12 kilometers. Now you will get that U minus v is equal to 12. U minus v means boat travel against the stream. It takes how much of speed means it's a 12 kilometer per hour. Now replace these value in any of these equation, you will get the u plus v. Now check it out, see. So here 60 divided by 2, it takes 5 hours. Definitely takes 4 hours, right? So definitely u plus v is equal to 20. It's clear? Simple. If you understand the information, you can able to recognize all those values directly. Another question. Find the time taken by boat to cover 144 kilometers in upstream. Upstream means again is the stream. It's at 12. So here quantity 1 is exactly equal to 12. Now find the time taken by boat to cover 240 kilometers downstream along the stream divided by 12. It's exactly equal to 12. Now see, if you observe that both the quantities are exactly equal, now you can choose your option is E. Hope you understand these 7 different questions. Guys, try to understand the concept. If you understand the concept, then you can able to calculate any information in the given question. Be faster in the calculation, be good at a concept, guys. Now this is for you, 8th question, guys. Just try to understand this information. Try to solve the question and post your answer in the comment section. If you want this PDF, you can download from my Telegram at the rate of V2VVK. You can get my channel and download this PDF and just go through once, guys. Just go through once. Remember, if you want to crack any examination, your competitor must be time. No other person. You should finish your question within the within the time, guys. So share this information to maximum number of people. So I will take daily sessions regular basis. Definitely, guys, our video will help your preparation part. Share this information to your friends who are preparing for different competitive examinations. So until the next session, take care. Have a nice day. Good night, guys.